Welcome to the Dream It Dose. I'm Adam Dakin, Managing Director of Dream It Health Tech. Relationships are the fuel that powers the entrepreneurial ecosystem. Gaining access to the right people and getting their help and support is essential for every startup. Whether you are pursuing a customer, investor, or mentor, a warm intro from someone they know and respect is one of the best ways of getting connected. The problem is, believe it or not, 90% of people do it wrong. My experience, less than half of promised intros are actually made, but there is a right way to get warm intros. Let's get started.
Dream It Ventures has been investing in great early stage startups for over a decade. The Dream It Dose allows us to share best practices to help even more founders. Tell us about your great startup using the links below.
Whatever your industry, decision makers and influencers are under a constant barrage of requests for their time. If they're potential customers, they are getting solicited on a nonstop basis. One of our partners is the innovation leader of a large enterprise health system. He receives over 50 emails a week from startups. Cold outreach to these folks is mostly ineffective. We are all more likely to respond to intros from people we like and trust. Most entrepreneurs understand this quite well, yet most people simply do it wrong. Here's a typical scenario. Someone in your professional network is connected to a sales prospect or high-value contact. You send a note or jump on a call. Hey Jill, you know Tom Smith from St. Mary's Medical Center, right? Would you mind connecting us? Jill says sure, and then the intro is never made. Why? First, Jill is super busy, and she may simply forget. The bigger problem is that you are asking Jill to do the work, which simply doesn't work. A founder who I'm very fond of once sent me an email asking for intros to contacts at 10 different health systems. Expecting even a friend to draft 10 customized high-impact emails, it's a pretty big ask. Now, even if the intro is made, what is the probability that the sender will have the insight or expend the effort to effectively tailor the message for each prospect? Pretty low, right? So if the intro does get made, it's likely to be generic and brief. The whiffum, or what's in it for me, for the recipient, is essential and is usually missing. You're relying entirely on the sender's relationship rather than your value proposition to get a response. The solution is very simple and obvious. It is a thoughtfully crafted forwardable email. Yet so few people make this part of their standard workflow. Make this automatic every time you ask for an intro. Here are a few tips for crafting an impactful forwardable email. First, the email has to be forwardable as is. Your colleague should have to do nothing more than add an intro sentence or two. That includes a subject line, which lists the name of the recipient, and a hook. Here's an example. It's concise, it's clear, presents a value prop, and gives the recipient a reason to open the email. The first paragraph needs to make these three essential points. 1, why should I care? What big and urgent problem are you solving specifically for me or my stakeholders? 2, how is your solution different? What's your unique insight or secret sauce? And avoid superlatives or anything that sounds remotely hyperbolic. 3, why should I believe you? Provide validation or proof points that your solution actually works, typically by referencing customer success metrics such as in use at 10 enterprise health systems, or success metrics. These customers achieved a 5 times ROI by reducing their ICU length of stay by 1.2 days. Even if you can't prove it, highlight the drivers or endpoints that are expected to drive a strong ROI. The more customized you can make this paragraph, the better. In general, avoid attachments which are often blocked by email systems or are simply never opened. Is this hard to do in one paragraph? Sure, it is. But as the French philosopher Pascal once said, if I had more time, I would have written you a shorter letter. The second paragraph is a call to action. Again, we're trying to get an initial meeting, so let's make the scheduling lift as light as possible. Offer specific dates and times for a follow-up call. Since you may not always be copied on the email, be sure to include your email address and link to your website in your signature block. I am also a huge fan of a link to a scheduling bot. If you don't have one, get one. These are transformative when it comes to call scheduling. We can't cover all the tricks and traps of creating high-impact emails in this short dose. If you want to become an email ninja, please check out this very insightful video by my partner, Steve Barsh, created in collaboration with Slidebean. All right, here's a quick recap. 1, every time you ask for a warm intro, automatically create a forwardable email. 2, make the email short and concise with a clear and compelling WIFM. Customize this for each recipient. 3, enhance your credibility by listing proof points such as customer traction or success metrics. And 4, make it super easy for the recipient to schedule a call with you by offering dates and times along with a link to your scheduling bot. That's your Dream It dose in about 5 minutes. Now you're ready to get high impact, warm intros. Please leave your questions in the comments section, and if you found this video helpful, like this video and subscribe to the channel. To see all our doses, go to dreamit.com/dose. And if you're the founder of a great health tech startup, visit dreamit.com/apply. Decision makers and influencers, that's plural. Cold outreach. It's the tongue thing. Cold outreach. All right, this is ridiculous.